Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for day one of the International Challenge for April here in the battle spot in Pokemon Sun and Moon. This is also a bit of a test to see, can I still record game footage of Sun and Moon on my current computer? Because if you've been following the channel, you know I've been having a lot of issues with recordings lately. I was doing some recordings of Pokemon TCG viewer battles this week. None of them saved properly. I don't know if this is going to save properly, but we're going to see what happens. What I have been doing in the past is recording in full screen mode. I'm thinking if I just go with just the windowed mode for me programs. No, for my programs, maybe that'll be okay. So this is a bit of a test. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. Hopefully I'm not rambling for no reason. I want to have an audience for all this rambling. But we're going to jump into the online competition of the International Challenge. Now, if you're not sure what an International Challenge is, basically it's following the rules of the VGC 2017 season. Double battles using just the Alolan Pokédex, just Pokemon generated in the Alola region. They need the black clover on the data screen. And what you get for rewards for this, you can get some championship points, which are used to get you invited to bigger events such as the regional championships, even the grand final of the World Championships. Enough championship points can get you in that area, but it also just gives you some more experience, get you some practice using the VGC 2017 rules. And this particular International Challenge for April gives you 3 Mega Stones by completing 3 battles. And those Mega Stones are the Sceptilite, Blazikenite, and Swampertite. That's right, the Hoenn starters, full evolutions, have their Mega Stones available by participating in this competition. So I believe I already have the player ID. I'm going to go into the battle right now, and as soon as we get our first opponent, I'll show you who I have on my team. Well, I can show you right now, I suppose. Bring them right up here. Can I check them? I don't think so. It's saying that I have to lock my team. I'm going to lock them for the International Challenge April, which is what I named them after. As you'll see on the team, I decided I'm going to add one of the Tapu, and I'm going to add one of the Ultra Beasts as well. I'm imagining we're going to see a fair share of those on the opposing side. So, I think we're looking for our first opponent. And once we get into the first battle, I'll show you who I'm using. Do I expect to win? No, not really, because Wi-Fi battling is still not my strongest subject. Plus, double battles I find a lot more hard to predict and anticipate what's going to happen. The other thing is, I didn't get to use all of my other Pokemon from previous generations. I have a lot more strategy put into them. So, hang on, I gotta choose the right song for this first of all. We're gonna go with this song. So, since I'm only limited to the Pokemon I caught in my Sun and Moon game, or rather, my Moon game, I have to really limit myself in strategies. I've got a lot of cool strategies for my older Pokemon, but they're not permitted, unfortunately. So, once we get our first opponent, you'll see who I'm using. As I said, using one of the Tapu, one of the Ultra Beasts, and I'm using 4 Pokemon from my main playthrough. If you watch that series on the channel, then you kind of have an idea who I have as my options. I'll just spill the beans right now. I'm bringing my Primarina, I've got my Drifblim, I've got my Palossand, and my Alolan Sandshrew. Alright, so, Yusei is going to be bringing a, what is that? Pelipper, Garchomp, Primarina, Alola Marowak, Tapu Bulu, and a Araquanid. Alright, so, let's show you who I'm working with here. We've got Sonata the Primarina. He has Sparkling Aria, Dazzling Gleam, Ice Beam, and Aqua Jet. Ability is Torrent and holding Primarium Z. Next is Dorothy the Drifblim with Hex, Psychic, Will-O-Wisp, and Thunderwave. Unburdened ability holding Citrus Berry. We have Palossand, Icona the Palossand, with Earth Power, Shadow Ball, Giga Drain, Shore Up. Ability Water Compaction holding Pasho Berry. Next is Igaloo the Sandshrew with Iron Head, Leech Life, Hail, Aurora Veil. Snow Cloak ability holding Focus Sash. We have Tapu Lele with Moonblast, Psyshock, Thunderbolt, and Energy Ball. Psychic Surge ability, of course, holding Life Orb. And I'm bringing a Pheromosa. I don't see a lot of these. I'm going with Lunge, Low Sweep, Poison Jab, and Taunt. We have a Beast Boost ability, of course, and Muscle Band. Alright, so I still have a whopping 30 seconds to choose. Who are they likely to bring? I'm expecting Drizzle, so I'm going to bring, I think Dorothy will lead. I have Thunderbolt. No, I don't. Do I have Thunderbolt? I have Thunder Wave. We'll go with that. I'll bring Tapu Lele as a lead as well. Since I expect Drizzle might be a thing, we're going to bring our Primarina Sonata. And, I'm thinking either Igaloo or Pheromosa. I'll bring Igaloo. We'll save Pheromosa for another battle. So as I say, I'm not totally expecting to win. Of course, I don't bring Pheromosa for the song, or the battle I chose the Ultra Beast song for. But I'm not anticipating many wins, if any, but I'm going to have fun. I'm going to do my best. And just try to show what my Pokemon can do on the field of battle. And essentially, I'm just trying to get another video recorded for you folks, because I just was so upset when I couldn't get those viewer battles saved properly. So here we're going to see the drizzle of Pelipper with a Rockwind coming in. Now, what would this thing do? Bug and water. I'm not too scared of the Pelipper. Does it have Thunderbolt? Do I have double Thunderbolt is the question. I can't remember if I give it to Dorothy or not. No, I think I give Psychic because of the Psychic Terrain boost. So we're going to... Should I burn the Araquanid? I'd rather slow it down with Thunder Wave. I'm going to Thunder Wave it. And Tapu Lele, we're going to go with a Life Orb boosted Thunderbolt into the Pelipper. We might see a switch out since Pelipper has done its job, though. And if they're smart, they'll switch into the Garchomp, which would really be bad, because we would just completely waste our turn. Oh, we see a Quick Claw. Physical Liquidation attack. Come on, we got this? Maybe? We barely got this. There's our speed boost with Unburden, at least. Alright, can we paralyze? Can we land the Thunder Wave? First of all, can we land the Thunderbolt? Unless you got a Focus Sash, you're done. You got a Focus Sash. Alright then. And there's our Life Orb recoil, of course. Tailwind, gonna speed them up. That is not good for us. I wonder if I should pull Tapu Lele back in that case. And we do land the Thunder Wave at least, alright. Quick Claw could still be an issue though. And plus, we only slow them down by, is it 50% now? Not 75. We do have our speed boosted with the Unburden ability though, so I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna go for a Hex attack on the Araquanid. I don't think Dorothy's gonna survive a hit as it is, but we're gonna switch into... I'm gonna go to Sonata, taking Tapu Lele out of the battle here. He can get a nice boost of Sparkling Aria from, of course, the Drizzle, plus he can resist whatever water move they might want to happen to go for. Full Paralysis, excellent. I'll take that. Surf, I don't want that, but I'll have to take it, I suppose. And Dorothy has to fall. That's too bad. Alright, so what we're going to do here... We're going to bring in Igaloo. Whoops. We're going to bring Igaloo in. We're going to go with the Hail to try to set that up. If I can get the Hail up, and if good old Igaloo can handle a hit, we can go for the Aurora Veil, getting our defenses up, both sides. Got like a Reflect and Light Screen put into one attack. So, Hail is the way to go. But before the Hail goes off, I do have a chance to go for Sparkling Aria. I can't Aqua Jet because of the Psychic Terrain. Igaloo will take a hit, unfortunately, but we're just going to go Sparkling Aria anyway. Assuming that Sonata can get an attack off. Hurricane, of course, is fully accurate in the rain, does no damage. Does confuse us, though. Can we please land the hit, though? Come on. Yes, alright. That is good. So we're going to take out the Pelipper, if nothing else. Sonata can, or Igaloo can handle this. Not really. Apparently. I don't know my special defensive enough. But at least the Focus Sash should come in handy. The Hail goes up. Very good stuff. I can always go for the, what is it, Oceanic Operetta to get more power out there. As Liquidation fires off into Igaloo. Can't get our shields up now, but at least she did her job. The Hail is up. The constant damage on both sides, which, yeah, isn't good for me, because we don't have our Ice type anymore. But it is what it is. We're getting some damage off on the opposing side, at least. Tapu Lele, come on back in. Show us the Garchomp. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything really good with the Garchomp. And with the Tailwind up, more than likely, we're going to see this Primarina outspeed Tapu Lele. But we're going to try our best. We're going to go Thunderbolt against the Primarina. And I guess we'll just Dazzling Gleam with Sonata. See how this turn plays out. Wait, they're not using Oceanic Operetta. Okay. It is an offensive move, though. We don't see any stats change. It is going to be the Hydro Vortex. Tapu Lele, you got this. They have no rain boost anymore. I don't think you can really handle it, though. It is a Z move, after all. Yeah. So that is a match. We are done. Can't do anything more at this point. I'm just going to walk away from this one. We'll try again in battle number 2. Water Bubble? Water Bubble. So, from what I understand, It's not really explained in-game, but I believe Water Bubble not only reduces fire-type damage to the Pokemon, but it also increases their water-type attacks. That being the case, well, their Tailwind is gone. Do I stick it out? No. We are done this one. We're not going to win. There's no reason Sonata has to take a knockout needlessly just to prove that I lost. I know I lost. I admit that. Let's go on to battle number 2 and see if we have some better luck. As I said, I don't know. I just can't get my head around double battles sometimes, it seems. And anytime that I do, it's kind of, more like good luck than anything. So we're going to ignore that video. We're not saving that. That's not worth saving. Only because we have it live on camera. So let's go for battle number 2. I believe you can probably do, I think it's like 15 battles a day. I'll just record the first 3. What song do I want for this one? I know what song I want for this one. There we go. But yeah, I believe you can do, I think 15 battles per day. At least that's what some of the other online challenges are all about. I'll probably do those, I will do those off camera, as Nyx from New York in the United States, rating of 1474, is my next opponent. We see no Tapu, but we do see an Ultra Beast. We have a Milotic, Kartana, Alolan Marowak, Oranguru, Hariyama, and Alolan Ninetales. They're possibly likely to lead the Alolan Ninetales, which means I'm going to lead with Igaloo, because if they do get the snow warning up with the hail, I can use Aurora Veil on turn 1. Alright, so the Kartana is a problem. Do we have any fire-type attacks? Of course we don't. I could burn it, though, with Dorothy. It's also weak to fighting. And I could bring Pheromosa. I'd like to try to paralyze it, though. I can either burn or paralyze with Dorothy. So I'm going to bring Dorothy as my second lead. I will bring the Pheromosa, just in case we see an Ultra Beast on the opposing side. And my last Pokemon, I should probably bring Tapu Lele. That's probably the best way to go. Tapu Lele. We're going to let Sonata and Icona sit this one out. As we hear one of my favorite songs in the game, a little bit calmer and more subdued than I would have expected to like, but it's Guzma's music, and it's pretty cool stuff. I was trying to decide what Ultra Beast should I bring. I wanted to sort of try to bring something that would benefit whichever Tapu I brought. So if I brought Tapu Koko with the Electric Surge, I could have brought Xurkitree, but I thought that's 2 electric types, that's double weakness. I didn't want to double up on too many weaknesses. As expected, Alolan Ninetales Shiny form is leading. There's that snow warning. Alright, so we're going to be able to get the Aurora Veil up. I want to bring Drifblim back, though, because I'm expecting an ice attack coming her way. Let's go ahead and Aurora Veil on our side. We will switch Dorothy out for... I don't want to throw Tapu Lele away, but I think it's probably our best bet. I should have considered adding Protect to one of my Pokemon to sort of stall out a turn. But hindsight is 20/20. Apparently I had 10/20 vision going into this. I know sometimes, like in some past battles online, I've gotten a sort of bit of information on what some of the bigger threats are going to be in the game. Actually, we're not going to take an ice type hit just yet anyway. But I've considered that, like people have mentioned on Twitter, what the possibilities are for, big threats. Like when I did the Kanto? What was it called again? Back when I did like a Kanto battle, someone told me that possible minimize Clefable might be a thing. This is back in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. So I decided to switch out my Tauros for my Arbok, and that came in handy so much. Like Poison Jab took those Clefable down, Haze got rid of all their minimizes. It was good stuff. In this particular competition, I didn't really research ahead to see what should I go with. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and Iron Head the Ninetales as we Thunderbolt the Milotic. Do you see any switching on the opposing side? Hidden Power. What do you got? Are you kidding me? Get out of here with that. I've got Focus Sash, Hidden Power Fire, Hidden Power Fighting, whatever it might happen to be. Might even be ground, too. So some decent damage off of the Thunderbolt. Of course, Life Orb boosted. We're going to see us a Citrus Berry, are we? Alright, then. Alright. Scald into Tapu Lele. Yes! That means Igaloo can get off the Iron Head. We get burned. Not that it really matters that much, because of course we do have specially offensive Pokemon here. Iron Head, not quite a knockout just yet, which is not amazing for us. We're getting some ice damage, at least hail damage on the Milotic. So Igaloo is about to fall. There's not much more she can do, I don't think. We're going to let her stay in. Their best bet would be to try to hit Igaloo with the Milotic and use Ninetales, which I think showed was faster already, to hit Tapu Lele. So we're just going to let everyone stay in and take the damage, unfortunately. We're just going to try to Leech Life the Milotic. We're just going to try to, I guess, let's just Energy Ball the Ninetales. We're going to lose both Pokemon here, of course. Unless we see some switching or something. Freeze Dry. As I said, their smarter bet was the faster Pokemon takes out my faster Pokemon. That way, their Milotic has a free shot at Igaloo. Alright, as expected, both my Pokemon fall. Unfortunately, but I still have my powerful Drifblim. Even though she's not really going to do much against this Ice type. But Pheromosa might be able to. We do have, I was going to say, we do have low sweep, but never mind that. We got Poison Jab. Question is, which one's going to be faster? Pheromosa or the Ninetales? Just before this tournament began, though, or last night technically, I did have the foresight to go into Festival Plaza and get the EVs boosted as much as I could possibly do. So I do have almost max speed on our Pheromosa here. We're going to Poison Jab the Ninetales. Come on, be quick! Be quick about it, Pheromosa! I chose one of my fastest ones that I caught in the playthrough, too. Alright. We're going to protect. They're both going to protect. They're just scouting out what I'm going to do. I wonder why. That's just like burning out time of their Aurora Veil, though. Because the hail's going to fall sometime. If they had leftovers, I would get the double protect. I guess, yeah, they just want to see what I wanted to go for. So knowing that I have a Poison Jab, what would they likely switch that Ninetales in for? I'm going to get Thunder Wave again in the Milotic. They might have a Ground type. Let me just check their thing there. They got, yeah, well, Marowak's not Ground type. What am I thinking? They have Kartana, Marowak, Oranguru, and Hariyama next. Expecting a Poison Jab into the Ninetales, they might switch into their Kartana. So I'm going to try the low sweep. If they do switch something out, I'll at least lower the speed if we're not taking up with the Ninetales if they don't switch. They do switch Ninetales. Alright. So Oranguru comes in. Normal and Psychic, so it's going to take neutral damage to the low sweep. Which is totally fine with me. Not the amazing damage I was hoping for, but we're going to paralyze the Milotic. We do land it. Do we get the full paralysis, or do we take a decent Scald into our bug-fighting Ultra Beast? They're going to recover. However, we do now have a status condition on this thing. We can go for the Hex attack. The hail is over. Aurora Veil is gone. So is mine. And the weirdness disappears. We can go for priority moves again. Oh, no. Alright, let's go with... I'm going to Hex the Milotic, just for the hex of it. And let us... I'm going to taunt the Oranguru. I don't want to go in for anything like Instruct. If it even would do that. Oh, Protect. I guess that'd be a good thing too. I could taunt it into not being able to protect itself. How much damage does the Hex do? Come on, do at least half. Now, is that... you don't get Marvel Scale, do you? That might be... What is the ability? Multi-Scale, I think? That gives you more defense when you have a status condition. Regardless, we're going to Hex again. And expecting a taunt into the Oranguru. What would they do? I'm just going to Lunge. Super effective. Lowering the attack. Not really matters, I don't think. Oranguru's probably more especially offensive. Could get the knockout, though. Very powerful hit. Come on. That close? Alright, Hex attack. Critical hit? Give me that. Of course not. Full paralysis, though. Not bad. And Trick Room. I should have taunted you when I had the chance. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Milotic being paralyzed will now be the fastest. Oranguru probably is second. Let's just do this. I'm just going to go with a Psychic attack into the Oranguru. And I'll go with a Poison Jab into the Milotic. I've kind of given up at this point. I really don't think there's much I can do. Yeah, there goes our Pheromosa. If I had taunted, this wouldn't be happening. Anyhow, we're going to see the Ninetales come back in, although it'll be slower thanks to the Trick Room. So we could still have a chance against that, but we probably won't see that come in until the Trick Room is over, though. What is your next Pokemon? We've only taken one out so far. If the Ninetales comes in, though, we will outspeed it. Or the opponent could just disconnect and give me a win. Not the most amazing way to get my first win in the challenge, but I'll take it. Alright. Our final opponent for today. We're going to continue battling, of course. We need the proper music for this. Where is it? We're going to go with this one here. So I'm at a rating of 1484 right now. We got one more battle to go, at which point I can finally see, does this video save properly? I'm hoping it does. If it doesn't, I've just rambled a lot for no reason. My opponent from Crete, Greece, Coast, with a rating of 14, whatever that was, 1480 something, I think. Bringing to the battlefield a Garchomp, Porygon Z, a Primarina, a Mismagius, Crobat, and Toucannon. I was going to say Toxapex. I know that's not Toxapex. Toucannon is the Pokemon. Alright, what do we see what they're going to go for? Garchomp is, of course, always going to be a problem. I'm thinking Tapu Lele could be good. I don't know if I want to bring it as the lead, though. If we could burn it with Dorothy, that'd be kind of nice. In fact, would Dorothy be okay against some of these things? Not the Mismagius, although she'd be super effective if we can status it. Even if we can't status it, we still have super effective damage, of course. I'll bring Dorothy as a lead. To deal with the Mismagius, I suppose I'll bring Icona. We haven't used Icona yet. So 2 Ghost types as a lead, not the smartest thing, of course, but that's what I'm going with. I will bring Tapu Lele for some super effectiveness on a bunch of these Pokemon. And just because I feel like it, I'm going to bring our Primarina as well. Sonata's coming back in. Final battle. We're both posing the same way. Why do we waver so much, though? It's like we lost our balance. Regardless, we're going to go in this, what is it, the Elegant battle style, I think? Where we do this nice extra little flourish of throwing the ball sort of to the side. Alright, Coast. What are the leads on both sides? Coast leads with Primarina and Garchomp. As I said, I'd like to burn that thing if I could. And Icona and Dorothy, my 2 Ghost types, are the lead. So, I'm expecting a Water attack to go into Icona, of course. So we're going to Will-O-Wisp the Garchomp. And immediately, let's switch Icona out for Sonata. To resist probably the Oceanic Operetta. Would they burn the Z-move that early, though? I highly doubt it. We might even see just the regular Sparkling Aria from this Primarina. Come on back, Icona. Not much you can do against this matchup just yet. And they're going to Crunch. Now that will hurt. It's not Stab, though. Alright, we get our Citrus Berry boost, or Citrus Berry Recharge plus, of course, the speed boost of that. Very good. Do we get the burn? Yes, we land the burn. Which means a Hex is now going to be double power against this thing. Plus, I'm going to say with the Unburdened boost, we might be quicker. You're really going to use your Z-move this early? I suppose you didn't want to waste, or didn't want to give me the chance to get better defense with my Palisade because Water Compaction. So, I guess it kind of makes sense, but like, now what are you going to do? I've still got my Oceanic Operetta ready to roll. Unless your critical hit knocked me out. Unless this is just enough damage to knock me out regardless. Let's see what they have to work with. Bring it on. Bring on that Spirit Bomb. That Water-type Spirit Bomb. This is nothing to Sonata. Look at that. Look at that. Z-move already out of the way. Nothing to worry about there. So, the burn hits the Garchomp. Hex is the move to go for. They don't have a... Yeah, they have a normal type they could switch into. But I'm still going to go for it. I'm going to go for Hex, the most powerful move against this Garchomp. And... I'm just going to try Ice Beaming the Primarina. I think we have a super crazy powerful against it, but if we can luck out and get a freeze, that'd be nice. So we are faster thanks to Unburden. Excellent stuff. Double Hex. Not as much damage as I would have liked, but we will survive the crunch this time because of the burn. Good stuff. I guess next turn, never mind. I was going to say, next turn we could Hex and Dazzling Gleam combo. But you're just going to take down my Drifblim. Fine! Alright, who comes in next then? I didn't bring the Pheromosa, did I? No, I brought Tapu Lele. So I guess the smartest thing, Tapu Lele comes in, goes for... I'm going to say probably Thunderbolt's the more powerful. Actually, Thunderbolt and Energy Ball are both just as powerful. I think they both have as equal a chance to have the secondary effect, too, of either Paralysis with Thunderbolt or the special attack lowering, or special defense lowering of Energy Ball. So we're going to go with the Energy Ball into the Primarina, as we go with an Ice Beam into the Garchomp. Let's see what happens here. Interesting to know, Tapu Lele is quicker than that Garchomp. I should have Dazzling Gleamed. Could have taken both of them out, possibly. You can't crunch my... Oh, actually, I'm part Psychic. I said, you can't crunch my Fairy types. What are you thinking? And what's this gonna do? A fair amount. Alright. Goodbye, Garchomp. You're not taking this one. Alright, so we know we can take out that Primarina with our faster Tapu Lele. You can't Aqua Jet, because, of course, the weirdness of the battlefield. We definitely want to take care of that Primarina as soon as possible, so that when Icona has to come back in, he doesn't have to fear any water attacks. Although he does have, of course, the Pasho Berry. Wonder how that would have worked. Would he have survived the Pasho Berry, or with the Pasho Berry, would he have survived the Oceanic Operetta? I doubt that. So, Crobat is probably going to be faster, I'll say. Which means, what do? We got to double up on the Primarina. That is our main target. We're going to Thunderbolt Primarina, and we're going to... I guess Dazzling Gleam. It is neutral. Hit both Pokemon. Crobat is faster. It's going to go for... Yep. Now, if we can survive the Moonblast, at least we can take out this Water type. Our only chance is if Pasho Berry pulls through. I doubt that's going to happen. But let's just go for the Giga Drain. I would normally walk away from this battle as well, because there's pretty much nothing I can do, but the Pasho Berry might just work. If you flinch me... Why do you have Hydro Pump? Thanks for watching the International Challenge April, everybody. That's going to be a wrap for today's video. Only one kind of win, because the opponent disconnected after I knocked out one Pokemon. That's sportsmanship for you right there. But, anyhow, I lose the other two matches. As expected, like I said, double battles are still... Like, I'm not super amazing in Wi-Fi battles in general. Singles, I feel a lot more comfortable with. Double battles are just, like, a lot more to figure out. And, of course, I'm not using the standard kind of Pokemon. Neither were they, actually, so I can't really blame it on that. But I tend to see a lot of the same Pokemon repeated over and over and over in Wi-Fi battling. Remember back in the Gen 6 competitions where Mega Kangaskhan was everywhere? Landorus, the Therian form, all that stuff. Anyway, that is it for today. So thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it somehow, feel free to leave a like down below and leave me some comments letting me know if you're doing any battling in the International Challenge for April. How are your battles going? I'm sincerely hoping they're going a lot better than mine are. Now, what tends to happen, once I'm done recording, I do some battles offline, and I do amazing. If that happens, I might save some of those battles and show you some of my Pokemon on the winning side, but if not, I'll come back tomorrow, fresh and ready to roll with some more battling here in the International Challenge April. So if you want to subscribe to the channel and get an update on that video when it goes live, feel free to do so. There'll be a link during the outro to subscribe, plus there'll be a link during the outro to some videos. I've done some other videos as well, such as Pokemon Yellow Randomized Nuzlocke on the go, if my recording works, Pokemon TCG online videos, and usually weekly/bi-weekly Pokemon news update video thingies, giving you recap on all the headlines in the world of Pokemon from the past week or two. But with that, we are now done for the day. I'm going to go relax a little bit, and lick my wounds from this international challenge. So thanks again for watching today's video. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time.